Hey, good morning. Y'all gave me the perfect opportunity to spoil myself. I just love it. Thank you so much. So a couple of weeks ago, I did a video on repotting your African violet babies that grew from a leaf. So African violet propagation. And a whole bunch of you asked me about the pots. And, and so all of my pots were full. So you gave me a great opportunity to buy new pots. So here's my new one. They come in two pieces like this. This is just for shipping. You can just discard that part. What you've got is you've got a bottom, and the bottom is you're going to fill that with water, right? Well, not fill it, maybe a third of the way full of water, like that. And what will happen is when you put the top part in there, you see the top part's not glazed, so it's raw clay. And when you put that in there, the water will absorb through that clay into the African violet. You won't overwater your African violet, which is something that happens pretty often with African violets. So what you're going to do is take a real good light potting soil. I just use it almost straight out of the bag like this. Sometimes I'll add a bit more perlite, depends on the brand I buy if it's real heavy, but it ought to break apart like that very easily. Very light soil. You're going to put, and I've pre-moistened this because dry soil has a real hard time absorbing water. And so you're going to put that soil in there like in your top pot, just like that. And then you're going to take your spoon. I'll put a link to the repotting video in the comments if you want to watch that again. And then you take your spoon and you scoop out the baby. Whoa, baby. She doesn't have a baby, so I'm going to put her to the side and scoop out this one just like that. You see she's got the leaf I stuck in the soil and then her babies. And then I'm going to dig a little hole in this receiving pot and put her in there. Put a little bit extra around here, just like that. And then you drop her in this pot full of water and she'll be watered perfectly and she won't drown like so many African violet cuttings can do. When you fertilize through the top pot, not the bottom pot, because fertilizer won't necessarily go through that clay. But there you go, African violet pots. Aren't they lovely? Thank you so much for letting me buy a couple of new ones. I appreciate it. Have a good day.